great things that everybody does to start building and to keep building the community. But I think this year we needed a special more than any other year. When you think about the politics in the world today, recent elections have a tendency to pull communities apart. All the more reason to have a program called Neighborlies, the awards. And it's also the case that some of that tension, stress, and violence has touched our community just about 100 yards earlier this month when we lost one of our neighbors to a violent act. All the more reason for us to be here this evening to talk about the good things that happen in our community and the great things that each of you are doing. So I want to thank Amber in particular for her great leadership of the Northern Berkshire Community Coalition, all the really wonderful programs that they have to support our communities and us, because that's important. That's really important for us to be more kind today, to be more neighborly, to make sure that we're acknowledging one another for all the great things that we do. So I want to thank all of you, especially all the awardees this evening, but especially the NBCC. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Amber, and I hope you have a great evening. Thanks for being here tonight.
Good evening. Welcome to the 2022 Neighborlies. This is so exciting for us. I am going to share a couple of things. Our mayor, Jen Maxey, sent this message to everybody. I'm so sorry I'm missing the Neighborlies event. I was looking forward to it and was very disappointed when I wasn't able to change my schedule to attend. I'm so proud of our community and all the great things that our friends and neighbors do for each other. All things, big and small, acts of kindness are what make this community the community we all want to live in. Thank you to each of you for all you do. You are what makes North Adams a great place to live. Wishing you all the best, have fun, enjoy the night, and congratulations to all who are recognized. Mayor Maxey. She was sad not to be here. Also, Senator Paul Mark sends his regrets. He also is not able to join us tonight because of a schedule change. But we are grateful Casey Pease, his district coordinator of transition, is attending on his behalf. So Casey, it's great to have you here. And then welcome to all of our other special guests. I want to do a little housekeeping. If you've been to the Neighborlies before, there's a lot of clapping. This is supposed to be fun and we want to celebrate. So we have over the years, how many people is this your first Neighborlies? Wow, that's awesome. How many people have you been to the Neighborlies before? Okay, so who remembers all the ways we clap at the Neighborlies? There's the hands, we did jazz hands. There was snapping, and then there was a lot of clapping. Oh, Glenda's ready for it. This year we decided to go with the one clap. So as people are getting announced, we're just gonna ask people to do the one clap. Ready, Glenda? And then when the category is all done, then we're gonna hoot, holler, and celebrate. There's a lot of clapping, we don't want you to get tired. Yes, let's practice. Lots of really hard. Yeah, there we go. Someone came ready to party. So what we're gonna do is there are gonna be some presenters for each of the categories that people are getting Neighborlies in. We're gonna ask folks to come up when their name is called. Enter the stage over here. Someone will be here to give you your Neighborlies and shake your hand. And then you will get to come over here with our special guest. And if you'd like to come up, Representative John Barrett is here to take photos with our folks. So you're going to come up. Thank you, Representative Barrett. You're doing a great job. Watch this. He's going to shake my hand.
Good evening. I do need a category. The first category of awardees this evening are for businesses and groups pulling together. These agencies, businesses, and groups have contributed to help a neighborhood or the wider community, working together for the benefit of others. The first awardee is for dedication, enthusiasm, and to build and grow this wonderful North Adams event by volunteering your time to the planning and running of the Motorama Car Show. Please welcome the Berkshire County Night Cruisers. We'll get there, guys, just one. For your dedication and enthusiasm to build and grow this wonderful North Adams event by volunteering your time to the planning and running of the Motorama Car Show, please welcome the Motorama Car Show Committee. This next award is for her organization of the Community Roundtable in Adams, her volunteer efforts to staff and update the Adams Visitor Center, and her work with the Adams Events Committee. Please welcome Carol Cushnet. Better. You're getting there. This group has formed to provide programming and networking opportunities for young professionals in North Berkshire. Please welcome the Northern Berkshire Events Committee. Oh boy, I'm glad there's not a test. This individual has poured heart and soul into her mountain business, bringing local community members with both positive energy and paying jobs. Please welcome Leah King. I feel like you're walking up to an Emmy or a Grammy or something. This next award winner, Jen, is Lanesboro's EMS director. She and her crew help deliver fresh produce to seniors between emergency calls. Please welcome Jen Hall Weber. Kristen Toole and Chris Wheeler are a community-minded young couple who contribute so much to their own town without looking for anything in return. Please welcome Heart and Soil Collective. Nate Sampson and his crew, Dallas Pearson and Brandon Sumner, have been a godsend for us at First Baptist Church. They painted the building, do constant upkeep, are our new sign tech and tech support every Sunday. Plus the displays they organize on Church Street to benefit Pop Cares, and they care for our elderly in the community. We're not sure what we would do without them. Please welcome Nate Sampson Property Management, Nate Sampson, Dallas Pearson, and Brandon Sumner. This next group The BCFOA, Berkshire County Football Officials Association, works throughout the football season and off-season to ensure that youth and high school football games are officiated, work tirelessly to train each other at being better officials, and truly care about creating good sportsmanship as well as love and respect of the game. Please welcome the Berkshire County Football Officials Association. Still in the season, right? Playoffs. Strong Little Souls was founded 8 years ago by Pittsfield native Madison Quinn at the age of 13 to help kids affected by pediatric cancer. SLS has sent over 1,000 toy-filled care packages, granted over 200 wishes, and provided tens of thousands of dollars in financial assistance. Strong Little Souls helps to support local families affected by pediatric cancer by visiting home, helping with the bills, building memories, decorating homes to welcome kids home, and even home-cooked meals. Thank you, Strong Little Souls. This next awardee has worked for McDonald's for over 50 years, helping the community and helping people get hired by mentoring our youth. Please welcome Ted Polis. Gail has put an enormous amount of effort to produce the North Adams UBG, Upbeat Business Group, and has gone as far as to successfully produce a new park with a gazebo and benches. I think her efforts have done a lot to spruce up her neighborhood and spread the word that nice things happen in North Adams. Please welcome Gail Grandchamp. Bethany is the glue that holds us all together in the Family Center. She will go above and beyond to make sure the needs of our community are met. Her dedication and compassion have earned her the respect and the love of the community. Bethany's leadership and sensitivity to situations regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion make her a huge asset to Northern Berkshire County. Bethany Prince Malloy. And our final awardee for this category, personal favorite. Your baked goods, quiche, and coffee is made better by your warm welcomes, smiles, and friendly hugs. Thanks for making Main Street a welcoming place. Erica Bailey.
All right, now we get to it holler. Clap for all.
I'd like to invite up the next presenters, Nancy Kennedy and Gabby Glacier, who will present Family Support Awards.
This category celebrates those who have given practical, emotional, and personal support or advice to parents and families in our community. For all the family group and activities that she has provided supporting families with young children, Miss Emily Reynolds. Lorna Gale. Lorna is Lanesboro's COA Director and goes above and beyond for our senior families on and off the clock. Ken Chapman, always stepping in to take care of my family when we were falling apart. Jessica Chittenden, going above and beyond in her job at Brewery as the school adjustment counselor. making sure all our kids at school are safe at home and know their resources. Optimal Health LLC, Ashley Benson, owner. Their work with supporting groups and free services to the community. It's acts of volunteerism like what they did that help people keep wonderful organizations like Roots going. Jennifer Rich. Jennifer has worked in our community as an AEMT for over 15 years and is also a foster parent for DCF. On your worst day, there is a strong possibility that Jen will be there. She is your shining light out of the darkness. She asks no thanks except no recognition. She operates with an instinctual drive to care for those in need and hurt. Bob Kiempa, he never says no to anything we've asked. He helped us immensely after our son died, spiritually and thoughtfully. He helps with chores, watches our house and dogs when we have to go away, and many other things, even though he is one of the busiest people I have ever met. So now we can clap for everybody. Tim and Carissa.
Hello, everybody. So I've got the pleasure of giving out the awards for the category of Youth Taking the Lead. And this category is for young people who are making a positive difference in their community. And we will start with Emma Bergeron. Emma is a leader in the community as a student council president and jury, and also for her work on the district attorney's youth advisory board. And a proud member of the NBCC Youth Health Collaborative for those keeping score at home. Up next, for your generosity and sharing of food with the community through your farm stand, Otto. I think Otto could have got several awards tonight. We have Drury High School seniors Bryn Bentley, Stephen Cornell, Ash Garzinga, and Shaylee Parker. Along with their classmates, they conducted months of research, developed a plan to help prevent opioid use in the future, designed a course that will be implemented in the health curriculum for middle schoolers, and compiled a resource guide for the community. They have presented to various stakeholders and continue to talk about the impact of their project on their educational experience. Outstanding students who have done amazing work for their school and for the larger community. All right, up next, another proud member of the University Youth Health Collaborative, Lydia Schustak. Lydia is an extremely motivated, caring, and dedicated young person. As a member of the Roots Teen Center Youth Board, she's a leader among her peers and offers excellent ideas for improving the community. Her warm heart, bright mind, and friendly manner make her an excellent example of a team leader. All right, up next we have Vane Jacobs. Vane is someone who is determined to create a better future. They're always ready to help the community and have done so before through things like food drives. They seem ready to be a leader and a flower. Vane Jacobs. Now it's my rhythm throwing everybody off. I apologize. Jacob stepped up to fill in at the Bike Collective when our regular mechanic decided to move on. Every week, Jacob stepped up to help community members in need of fixing their bike, helping size bikes for people, and fix bikes so that their owners can get to and from work and school. Jacob Schustak. All right, this next one is a big category. So I'm just going to read the description once, and then I'll go through the list of names here. So, this is for the First Baptist Church of North Adams Youth Group. I'm always in awe of their hearts of service and love for their community. They serve at our free community lunch, deliver meals every year to our Angel Tree Project families, and made over 400 blessing bags with hygiene items for organizations all over Berkshire County. They also collect food with food drives for the Allen Nelson Food Pantry. In this day, it is so hard for teens to be different and hopeful and make an impact on where they live, and I believe this group is doing just that. So this group is Abby Anderson, Samuel Bellows, Wyatt Bellows, Liam Bellows, Brody Beverly, Chloe Bolger, Ryan Brayman, Samuel Brayman, William Brayman, Cheyenne Cruz, Mason Fierro, Ashton Fierro, Bella Garibaltis, Aiden McCausland, Brandon Miller, Jonathan Miller, Courtney Pontier, Bryce Robinson, Noah Rosone, Elijah Rosone, Lydia Schustak, Madeline Sigsbury, Owen Tarrant, and Charlotte Tuber. And while this group collects their awards, we can put our hands together for the category is Community Health and Wellness, which will be presented by Jesse Byrne and Gabby Glazier.
Celebrates those who have helped make their community a healthier place to live. So starting off, we have Joanna Gallivan for helping people reconnecting with their faith community by walking by their side. Next up, Stephen King. Steve runs the free community lunch on Saturday mornings at First Baptist Church, North Adams. This program offers free lunch and hygiene needs for our community. Steve organizes crews and pickups donations from different grocery stores to offer to our community. His efforts are endless and is a great leader. Volunteers of the Berkshire Food Project. So far in 2022, they have given 4,575 hours of unpaid service. They are unselfishly helping feed our neighbors in need and fight social isolation. They are a great group of people. Next up, we have Samantha Kendall. This individual has been working to support the Berkshires community through her work in healthcare for 7+ years now, and significantly expanded BHS's syringe access program to include their mobile unit.
She is available to help her community members even when off the clock. And K. Scott Kelly, not only being an amazing father, but also being an amazing chief to the town of Adams. He has helped to build and make Adams safer for everyone. People always recognize and appreciate him and what he does. And last up in the health and wellness category is Andrea Harrington. As district attorney, Andrea has been a fierce advocate for underserved and underrepresented populations of all the Berkshires. She has definitely contributed to making all communities of the Berkshires a better place to live. That wraps us up. So we have Miss Glenda Matos Carter. Sorry, is that right? And her lovely little sidekick, Evie.
Good evening, Northern Berkshires. Round of applause for that last category. It is definitely an honor to be here celebrating all of you guys. This was definitely always one of my favorite events, so thank you to Gabby and the coalition for inviting me back. Made all the better with my little sidekick, my daughter Evie. Tonight we have the honor of presenting the certificates to those in the Neighborly Acts. These are for neighbors who go above and beyond for their community, helping others out in lots of different ways. He set up a Santa workshop at his property and invited children to come visit Santa and get their picture with Santa, especially important this year as there were no Santas around for the kids to visit. Michael Richardson. He cleaned our neighbor's snow and ice across the street and in the back of our place, Tom Goodermo. For saving the life of a choking patron at Miss Adams' Diner and giving back to the community, Pete Aleskowitz. Next award goes to Stephen Worley. Stephen moved to North Adams last year and has worked to meet everyone to learn more about the area. He's planted sunflowers on Main Street, volunteered with the Elf Club and American Legion, started a weekly small business support group, and is helping the North Adams Chamber restructure the organization. Stephen Worley. For clearing the entire sidewalk for everyone from Houghton Street to Vesey Street in the winter months, Anthony Moran. We were on vacation out of town when the drought in August hit, and Jen rescued our chickens with fresh water several times while we were gone. They would not have survived the week if she had not helped us out. Jen Bernard. To Sandra Sloan, Sandra has raised nearly $10,000 for Ukraine in 6 months. Bob Ballwender. Bob grew and sold over $1,200 sunflowers for Ukraine. For being the best volunteer cheesemonger ever, holding down the community table at the North Adams Farmers Market, Justin Wagg. The real live elf from the North Pole that takes time out of her busy holiday toy-making schedule to come to North Adams and help Santa hand out goodie bags at the annual tree lighting, Julie Blake. Stephanie Moranti. Officer Moranti coordinated and delivered over 50 backpacks to children and youth throughout North Adams. She also led the development of the jewelry closet to support NAPS students around basic needs, security, food, clothing, and other necessities. Next certificate is for Linda Wooten. Linda is a volunteer extraordinaire. Linda volunteers at every community event I have attended that is a table to operate because of volunteers. I have had the pleasure to see Linda happily helping at vaccine clinic during the pandemic, Adams Visitor Center, Berkshire Shred Day, St. John Paul, Polish Picnic, Walk to End Suicide, and more. Linda Wooten. For convening the neighborhood street meetings to build a strong sense of community in our neighborhood and helping every kid learn to fish, ride a bike, and have a place to play and explore, Val and Al Tisca. For cleaning up and protecting our community environments from the careless littering of others, these warriors are doing a great public service and deserve to be recognized for their efforts, the Mountain Warrior Conservation Society. Next certificate is for April Wright. April brought us a meal when I was very injured and always looks out for her neighbors and community. The next one is for Miss Annie Rogers. Thank you for leading a 1 Peter Bible study for Ladies of Terra Nova Church and beyond this spring, and for cooking us a delicious dinner after Chris's surgery. For volunteering at the Adams Visitor Center, Casey Pease. Next certificate is for Jen Aviles. Thank you for making the blanket and pillow fort in the clubhouse Terra Nova Church's kids and youth space. For Dennis and Beth Costello, thank you for your hospitality with cooking food for so many people at Terra Nova Church, especially for our Williams College student population. Next certificate is for Joe Martin. Joe started and runs the Adams Street Fair, which all proceeds benefit our first responders. He also is on the Fall Foliage Parade Committee, the Fall Run Committee, and is also trying to get Aggie Fair going again while working 2 jobs. Michael Reese. Michael is a shopping cart attendant at Big Y and is the embodiment of the Neighborly Award. He greets every customer he can and even offers to help them find a shopping cart. He doesn't wait for someone to ask for help. He actively seeks out opportunities to help customers. His kindness is infectious. Thank you. For helping with our fall foliage float and representing our company in the parade with enthusiasm, Ron and Cindy Mosley, and Amanda, Vince, and Ben Vivori. Dave Babcock. This summer, Dave walked the downtown area giving cold waters out to all our neighbors in need. Water's important, that's right. Next certificate is for Andrew Fish. He's a new resident, but he has jumped all in by donating time and money to help make the Pride Float possible both in 2021 and 2022, is a crucial advocate for diversity and women's rights by decorating the windows of his Main Street and Eagle Street properties to support those causes, as well as being an active member of the North Islands Idea Commission. He supports local artists and beautifies the downtown by using its commercial window spaces to exhibit the artwork of local artists. Andrew is totally dedicated to helping make North Adams the warmest and most welcoming community in any way he can. To the Gordon family for feeding and keeping our cat company while we were away. For Heather Linscott. Heather has tirelessly worked to make the Greylock Glen trails available to the community. For Linda Bruin. Linda supports Lanesboro in countless ways. One, through her creation of the Lanesboro Hometown Community Facebook page, a safe place for people to share memories, concerns, questions, and support. For Mark Seegers, Mark is a lawyer who provides legal counsel on his own time to local senior residents at no cost. For Leanne O'Brien, she is the co-chair of the Adams Street Fair and she does a lot for the community. Heart and Soil Farm, Kristen Toole. Kristen Toole is always reaching out to the community, phenomenal spirit. For Shirley Zurin. Shirley is the definition of a good neighbor. She volunteers at the COA and the polls for nationwide elections and surprises police officers, friends, and others with her homemade cookies and candy. She shows the love. For Lisa Marcel, Lisa goes above and beyond for the high school football players, from concession to fundraisers to uniform washing, to name a few. Do not work. For Leanne Ninger. Leanne has cultivated a registered koi garden, including milkweed for monarchs, and invites community members to come and enjoy and learn. For John Klein, being one of my biggest role models, always making sure his students and I feel cared about, going above and beyond, helping with anything I'm struggling with. For Mary Parker and Deb Nowicki. Mary and Deb organized a group to beautify the main corridors and other areas of Adams, spending weeks this summer cleaning out and adding flowers and seasonal decorations to the Rotary, the visitor center, the train station, and the Hoosick Street intersection, transforming those areas and inspiring great pride in the town. To Ellen Janis. Ellen has served as the Roots Board President through a tremendous transitional period for the organization. She has done so with great dedication, selflessness, and hope for a stronger youth-serving community. To the Florida Volunteer Fire Department. From scholarships to trainings, FVFD always has the community's back. Beyond their readiness for emergencies, these firefighters also raise money for other organizations like the Ronald McDonald Fund, as well as other local nonprofits, Ropes Pop Cares, just to name a couple. They also partner with the local schools to provide Christmas presents for struggling families. To Greg Honorado for taking the time to present to the 2022 Community Outreach Volunteer Group. To Greg Eastman, it might be his job to respond never mocked my sensitivity to temperature. He just fixed whatever and made me comfortable. And he always makes it seem like it's no big deal, but it's a big deal to me. To the jury band and the band parent board. The jury band students, leader, and parents always volunteer their time to participate in community events like the Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and Fall Children's Parades, as well as events like the annual tree lighting and various dedications. It's a huge team effort, and the kids and parents always say yes. That's right, represent. For Ashley Sacco and Crystal Wojcik. If I mispronounce it, feel free to correct me. For all of your work bringing fun events to Adams, especially the pumpkin walk. Ashley is also accepting a reward on behalf of Jessie Kratz of the Shire Cottage Bakery. Jessie is always donating her products, time, and volunteering whenever asked, plus some. She believes that Adams can continue to grow if we all pull together and help out. To Alan Warble. Every year, Alan purchases and hangs American flags around the streets of North Adams in his free time and engages others in the community to help in this effort of community pride. To Patrick Kennedy. Patrick stepped in to coach the Mohawk Forest summer basketball team when their coach wasn't there. To Jim Wolf, Renee Royale, and Lisa Armstrong for providing snacks and other supplies using their own funds at the AT Hikers Information Kiosk. Hikers have commented this unmanned trail magic station is the best on the AT from Georgia to Maine, and it could not be done without these folks. Yep. To the Greylock Community Club, I would like to acknowledge the Greylock Community Club for providing ice for the coolers. Hikers have commented that this unmanned trail magic station is the best on the AT from Georgia to Maine, and it could not be done without these folks. To Mark Rondo for his compassion and dedication to public service. Okay, and last but certainly not least, Charles Benetti, Mike Putnam, and Bill Sweet for their dedication to the Uno Community Center on Fridays. We are also dedicating for Charles for putting together the men's group and helping neighbors. And this is my dog, folks. Round of applause for those in the neighborhood.
So we always build in a little extra time, and you know if we're done a little bit early, so don't feel like you have to rush out. You can maybe John will stay for a little bit. You can get a picture with him if you didn't get a chance. But what I'm gonna thank you all for coming. But I'm gonna ask Representative Barrett to come up and close out the evening for us.
What a fun evening. I remember when I used to have the job down on Main Street that Mayor Maxson used to have, and how much fun this was. not just for North Adams, but all of northern Berkshire and parts of Berkshire County too. This is what a community is all about in the end. You know, they can fight in Washington and all those other places, but when it really comes down to it, it's neighbors, it's friends, and it's family. And I think the award winners tonight deserve a tremendous round of applause. Sometimes this winter I may have some trouble shoveling my driveway. If anyone wants to do the work, drop by. But in all sincerity, what a great night for everybody. What a great night for this area. And I'm so proud that I can be part of it. And all of this warms my heart because this is what public service is all about. In my estimation, it's helping people. And you are the epitome of what it's all about. Helping people and helping your neighbors. Have a great Thanksgiving and a great Christmas holiday season.